SmackDown Shut Your Mouth is the biggest labor of love I've ever seen for a wrestling game. They knew they shit the bed with Just Bring It, even though I enjoy that game, but as a result, they included everything they possibly could have up to the deadline for this one in the most tumultuous year of the WWE ever, 2002. The company was dying in relevancy, starting the brand split, and starting the huge name change all at the same time. But we're here to analyze all 105 attires of one of the greatest PS2 games of all time, SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. Who's y'all's GOAT? Let me know. Let's move. Unfortunately, starting us off dead last at 105 is Farouk. Splitting all the tag teams was really short-sighted at the time, and Farouk was a big casualty of that. This outfit was so bland, Jesus Christ, no decals at all is ridiculous for Ron Simmons, he's a legend. We couldn't get a little tights design or nothing? We're moving on to the Stephanie McMahon speed round. Stephanie's babyface run on SmackDown was very odd. It's so weird how much better this model looks than Here Comes the Pain. And the suit here isn't bad, but dear God, it's very generic. Definitely something no one is willingly picking in exhibition. 103 is this lame ring gear that's making an appearance, and it's infamous for the table spot with Triple H on Raw. I don't know, I never really liked this look all too much for her. Blue Invasion Steph is alright. I mean, you could tell that this was made in 2002, that's where I'm gonna leave it. This outfit here is just generic streetwear, like what a letdown. We can't get WrestleMania 18 Stephanie at all. Baby onesie Big Show is just the worst. Put some shorts on, bro. He has a slightly less revealing alt for himself too, but that's not much better. Cracking the top 100 is the Boss. This is at least a unique suit for him for once. Just the usual gray deal, but we have some black pants and a blue undershirt. It's not necessarily a notable look. But this is as plain as it gets. It's fitting of Molly Holly's character, but man, it's lame. I do enjoy how her little ribbon looks like it's just a flat texture just popping out. It looks so bad and old. The classic red gear is here, and man, we couldn't even get one attire for Regal with lettering on it. Like, what a letdown. This is so unimpressive though, oh my god. Why not just bring back her Just Bring It attire? I have no recollection of this look at all, and I actually really like Molly Holly's work. The What shirt for Steve Austin is infamous though. I wish it never would have caught on. It led to like 2 months of good TV and 20 years of god-awful annoying ass crowds. At least the back decal of the shirt is kinda nice. This Red A Superman spoof for Kurt Angle has to be one of his most boring fits. The medals and the new knee pads look amazing, but everything else looks like dog water. What a shame. Somehow, the Big Valboski outclasses Kurt Angle today. The blue V-trunks are pretty nondescript and bland, much like the man himself. The red trunks with the black V are pretty derivative as well. Like, just get out of our company, bro. You get lumped into 2 rankings in one. The big black dress is super odd as a ring gear outfit, but it's whatever. I think the bracelet is nice and the earrings stand out, but otherwise it's pretty lackluster. Stacy was in a weird state of flux after the Dudley Boys run. I am so happy that this suit made it in the game though, because the consortium was me. I fucking died laughing seeing this attire. The attire itself is super dull, but I'd recognize it from a mile away. I love that promo, it's so stupid. Just missing the top 90 is the GOAT YouTuber. I really enjoyed the decal on the shorts, but other than that, it's very whatever and generic. Jesus though, this is the bleakest, most bland era of Bradshaw. The boots and cowboy hat stand out a little bit, but everything else just makes him look like such a dork. How did he make it into my beloved WWE Crush Hour looking like this? A vehicle ranking on that game is long overdue, by the way. I just don't think they all want that video. But why even have a plain alt for Rikishi in the first place? Like, what purpose does this serve outside of taking up more disk space? The pockets on this look are kinda cool here. This color is pretty distinct and I enjoy it quite a bit. Tori would definitely improve on this drastically in Here Comes the Pain. But up next, we have the lame wife beater that I've seen legit a billion times in this series. Dear God, I never need to see this outfit again. The model here is awesome, but the fit is a little dull. The necklace is great and the kilt is memorable, but nothing else is totally wrong or bad, it's just very average. I can't say this is my favorite look of William Regal here at 85, but the boots matching the red patches in the gear so well is kinda cool. This isn't really a show stealer though. We do have waistband lettering here for the biggest cheeks in the land, and it looks fine enough. I do think that this is fitting for his character, I just can't say it's an all-timer. The blue pattern gear added to the default is a welcome improvement for me though. I think that this isn't a goated attire, but it stands out enough to be praised. I think it's kind of funny how Tori's whole character at the time was that she wanted to blow Vince and constantly show off her body. This is so lame though. It's such a shame that the game's model deadline was late spring, because Sean returned in the summer and totally ditched all that fledgling NWO shit. They would have been so much better off just having generic old ring gear for him. At least he's got a big ass belt buckle and the WWE branded beret. Jazz just misses the top 80 today, and I'm sorry about all the Deborah shit on screen. The animal print gear and the necklace and piercings are fun though. I always kinda like Jazz. I really think she should have had a more notable run. The Giant Killer is here, and the gray camo pants are nice and copacetic with the Dudley Boys looks, but everything else is pretty generic. SVR06 Spike dog walks this attire. This cowboy hat is ridiculous, but more on brand for HBK. The belt buckle is still here too, and the lack of the outdated NWO branding is kinda nice. This is just a slight step up from the prior one, but it's still a big disappointment considering where we are in wrestling history when this drops. The metallic accents for Landstorm are pretty nice here, and I like the gradient too, but besides that, he isn't looking all too great. At least he always balled out in the ring. These weird shiny gray lines for Kidman have always looked very whatever to me. This is not a standout appearance for the BK Bomber. We're far from the 3-6 Mafia ties here for the blue singlet era Mark Henry. We got the weird cartoon globe decal here too, and it looks kinda odd. I like the lettering, but it's all just very weird in hindsight. Singles Bubba Ray was kinda lame though. In ring and in presentation. He just looks like Big Pun. The jersey is okay, and the hat and glasses are very whatever. It's just a downgrade from the prior game. But why couldn't they just give Kidman the wife beater and shorts that we all remember him in? The decals here are so generic and blasé, like this is so lame. The Good Reverend is here, and I love this character, and this boring yet fitting attire. There's nothing really to elaborate on much, this era was just so fun. We got a blue and a red pants variant for Trish here, taking away her shirt decal and poking a hole in her duster sleeve as well. They're meant for cutscenes I believe, but it's playable, so it'll be graded accordingly. Brock Lesnar was never trying to be the best dressed, but he looks alright with the all black attire adorned with the spine decal. I think I enjoyed this one. These jeans are nice for Scotty. The little S2H lettering is here, and this is a pretty forgotten Scotty look, but it's not horrible. I always viewed this as an ode to Crash the Huge Adventure on GBA. The weird alt skeletal design is pretty nice, and it doesn't differ too much from the OG at all really. Thankfully, Brock's generational O2 run makes up for this tenfold. If only he had stayed focused on working and not getting into debauchery with his boss. Well, this has to be one of the most boring alts I've seen in a minute. The American Dad-ass is here, and they said fuck the awesome Red Devil tee and just kept literally everything else from the default. This is really dull, like I'd appreciate any decals at all here. Here Comes the Pain added sunglasses to this fit for its default, like how lame. Big Sexy is looking pretty far from his moniker here. The NWO decal is fitting, but kinda bland nonetheless. There's nothing really to elaborate on here. His alt has jeans on, that's pretty whatever too. Well, this is Rookie Orton if I've ever seen him. Navy blue shorts with the yellow accented stripes isn't a great look, but at least he's got the lettering in the background, and the knee pads are pretty cohesive. It was kind of a bummer that Here Comes the Pain didn't update this much at all. The OG blue camo top here for Bubba Ray is pretty nice though. It's just a shame that the pants don't exactly match. I can't remember him wearing this much as a singles guy though. This weird shade of indigo for the accent colors here is alright, and it's kind of reminiscent of Val Venus's trunks, so I'm not really a fan of that. Where's his goated cousin Crash Holly when you need him? The mesh shirt here is so 90s, it's great. And the classic Hardy's trip jeans are here too. The accents on the belt pop, the armbands are cool, and the necklace from the prior game is also retained. This is a bit of a glow up from his last unique attire coming from SmackDown 2. I always appreciated the pink details in this outfit. I like the Starburst logo in the center. The lettering is a bit odd looking, much like the man himself. It's just a middle of the road attire for sure. The Weezer green hardcore Holly trunks are fun though. I can't say that this is like a generational look, but it's somewhat memorable and significant. This is so immaculate in terms of what the Great One actually dressed like for promos though. But dear God, this cutoff tee is the worst. We bring the whoopin', you bring the ass has to be the lamest shit I've ever seen on a shirt. And Rock was usually pretty consistently good before the Hollywood bug bit him. This blue tights variant is much better than the default here, and I actually really like this deal for him. It's an improvement for sure. The accents are so much more striking now. But these snowman tights are forgettable, but not necessarily bad. I like the font. The design is kinda all over the place too, but there's a charm to it. The Just Bring It fit returning for Albert disappointed me, but these pants are still awesome. Shout out the little lettering that I never noticed until now too. I love how bold the red is here. The gloves have a great pattern to them, and the classic boots are here too. The decals are pretty standard when stripped down, but I enjoy them. This is not a bad look at all. I think this is a super memorable look for the BNC boys. I love the bandanas, I enjoy the decal on the shorts, the boots are nice, I just love this era for both of them. We got jeans for Triple Nose, how refreshing, and this is an eclectic pick for a merch shirt for him with the pain is temporary tee front and center. This isn't one of his better shirt designs, despite me enjoying it having a white base and red colors. This is just a bit forgettable. And unrelated, but this arena is just beautiful. Yellow Billy and Chuck are cursed, but I kinda love it. It's literally just a color swap of the default, but it works so well for me. This is a nice little secondary alt. I enjoyed him having so many fits in this game, and this is pretty on brand. I think the lack of the lame merch shirt from this era actually enhances this look a lot. I really enjoy the belt buckle as well too, it's wonderful. It's really giving prototype Final Boss. These traditional Japanese decals on the pants are wonderful. I love the warm colors in the white belt here, like this rules. The buzzsaw was so underrated. The top 50 shut your mouth attires are here, and Trish's default kicks us off. The goat is here, and this gear also got carried over to Here Comes the Pain. The hat and duster is really sweet, the top is cool but kinda subtle, the Stratisfaction decal is pretty fun too, the back decal matches pretty well. I think this is a nice attire, but I don't really associate Trish with black outfits. The suit here is crazy as hell, but super memorable, I totally dig it. The aviators are quite nice too, all the BNC boys kinda showed out. There's a reason that Rico was their stylist. I love that Jeff Hardy had 3 attires in this game. The blonde hair, as short and stringy as it is, looks kinda weird but moderately accurate. I love the purple headband too. The wife beater and black sleeves mixed with the trip jeans is a pretty good combo. This ain't bad at all. The Rumble 02 gold vest is just cool as shit though. I wish that we had the Invasion gold braces with it too, but I'll settle for this look. It's very fine. I like Cherry Coke Edge a lot. It's literally just a color swap of his default with all the general decals the same. This is a very nice shade of red though. Rhino was one of my guys growing up, but seeing him get watered down over time was so lame. I like the pink accents here a lot though. The side tribal accents look pretty neat as well. I think this is pretty alright to look at. The red tights with the scars are iconic, but the absence of the lettering is a bit weird. This is okay for a costume, definitely the lower end of the top 50. The Crippler's third fit is majorly blue and carries the same accent coloring of the B alternate. I think I enjoy this a bit less than the purple variant though that you'll soon see. This is yet another shut your mouth color swap, but man, I love this shade of purple. Y'all know it's my favorite color. The decals pop really well, like this just rules. Well, this is based off of Y2J's Undisputed title win attire, and it's great. It was also covered in 2K16, but this is hard as hell right here. The abstract spike decal is super cool, and having a model with super long blonde hair was great for this era of Jericho. This half and half singlet here was derived from Unforgiven 01, and the only flaw I see here is honestly a change from the bottom gold accents IRL to a solid white here that oddly blends with the flags. This isn't bad at all, it's just kind of flawed and not remarkable. But getting some color in these Triple H trunks was long overdue at this point in the series. And the Iron Cross logo is problematic in hindsight, but it's appealing I guess if you turn your brain off. The red accents pop a lot, and this is a pretty simple Triple H attire, but it's not ugly at all. Well, you already know purple is my favorite color, but this is just a color swap of the default with very thin lining that adds a lot to the design. This was Ric Flair's big debut to the WWE mainline games, and man, this red and silver robe and trunks combo is iconic. He first debuted at WrestleMania 8, and it still looks fantastic. This might be my favorite Booker T attire though. Pulse said it best. Short locks and all black gear Booker was awesome. This was the coolest dude ever. The gloves are sweet, the earrings are cool, and I love the trunks decal as well as the boots. This rocks despite its simplicity. Boiler Suit Taz sucked, but the Deadlock orange is kinda sick. I like the Taz logo on the chest, and the back decal is super big and vibrant. I kinda feel like I remember it saying Thug Life though. What a Mandela effect. The red Acolytes tights with the bicep bands just look so great though. Bradshaw should have kept this as a singles fit, and nobody would have complained. Farouk has a matching identical fit to this as well. Hurricane looks nice here in his PS2 debut. The cape is cool and the mask is always fun. I like the green top and the accents on the tights, the logo on top is cool, and I like the green base for the boots under the kick pads too. This is kinda sweet. But this is what we're here for. The legendary Camo Dudley Boys fit is just awesome. This isn't like the most groundbreaking attire, but it's solid and recognizable. And hell fucking yeah, we finally got red braces. I totally forgot this made it into a game. Even the vest is completely different with silver coloring and new lettering. This rules. This attire has grown on me though. As a kid, I didn't like bearded Jericho with these pink tights, but it's a super nice look now. The Jericho decal is sweet, the pink is super vibrant, and the boots are just classic. This is a super memorable look for him. The paint adds so much to Raven's look in this game though. I always vibed with this quite a bit. Raven was my main in this game growing up, and this outfit was a huge reason why. I love that they remembered Test's piercings here. These eclectic new cross designs on the leather pants are pretty cool too. I like how streamlined the decals look there. Test was cooking in this game. And this was cool for the time, I guess. The shorts and bandana are memorable, but I don't think they set the world on fire. I think Pac was a late stage replacement for Scott Hall, but he fits into this game wonderfully, like you would never tell. This is one of the only super iconic, genuinely memorable street clothes attires though. But dear God, who the fuck told him to ruin two jackets, go denim on denim, and double down on the iron crosses? The decal on the back of the jacket is pretty vibrant, and this is something that people still talk about today. It's not a bad look, it just looks very stupid. Well, I guess Ukes thought that Eddie didn't need arm accessories for every attire. With the lack of accuracy to his WrestleMania 17 appearance aside, these tights are super clean. I love the little hints of green in there. DDP's last current attire in WWE games was awesome. I love the lightning accents here. The diamond logo rules, the initials are hard, this is great, he should have had such a better run in the Fed. Just missing the coveted 22 spot is Chris Jericho. Well, this definitely should have just been for his entrance and cutscenes, but we're here nonetheless. This jacket is kinda sick, and pretty accurate to its source. The pink tights are still great, this just looks a little odd altogether in a match. Up next at 22 is Matt Hardy's C, and I completely forgot this one in my script writing process, so that was fun to redo. But the double-sided Extreme logo alt jersey is fun. I like how prominent the jersey texture is in HD. The color combo rules, but it's not the most iconic Team Extreme logo. The back decal is super fun though, like this looks great. This is a welcome update to the default as well though. The iconic Hardy Boys jersey rules, purple is my favorite color, and the lime green is so sweet. The decals pop so well. This is essentially just a new top on the default costume, but man, this is the best choice they could have made. Ivory shockingly makes the top 20, and there's an abundance of purple in this game, oh my god. This top is nice though, it's a bit revealing to denote the era that it's from, but the tights are cool though. I like the ribbons and the studs. I think I enjoy this look, and it definitely makes Ivory stand out. The red trunks kick ass though, I'm not gonna lie. Rocky was never world renowned for his awesome gear, but man, this is sick. It's super simple and pretty on brand with his late 90s decals, but that white lining just accents everything wonderfully. The back decal looks so hard. And this is just a color swap of the red trunks alt for Booker, but I love how this color pops. It's pretty clean. The wrestlers with white gear usually look pretty cool. 02 was a big year for Booker T and showing his staying power in WWE. And I love the art style of this game so much. Unfortunately for me though, Kane has moved on to his wife beater era. I'm uncomfortable seeing this much of Kane's torso and legs poking through the singlet, but the colors pop. The wristband and glove always look nice, and the inverted mask is fine enough. This is a decent Kane costume after he kinda lost his grip on the main event scene. It's Christian. But god, this is far and away Christian's best presentation as a single star. This attire rules. The red mesh raver shirt and the reflective wrist tape, the awesome gold tights with the No Way Out decals, the red and black accents pop brilliantly, and the general design is just so intricate. Like, this is a main event look. Christian was so slept on. Hollywood Hogan makes the top 15, and this is ridiculous. The bandana is decaled, the shades are here, the bow is here, as well as the nice weight belt and the merch shirt. The tie-dyed tights and the face decals and the boots are pretty nice too. I don't like Hogan, but this is a throwback that I can appreciate. The C alt also has a red bandana that matches this as well. This old fucker just commanded your attention looking like this. And these are the 10/23/01 SmackDown decals here, and they're hard as hell. The updated tights with gold, orange, and red lining are wonderful. I think I prefer this over the default for Christian, but not by much. Shut Your Mouth was a great game for him. We're ping-ponging back to Hogan for the final time. The Woodmaster is here, and these tights are kinda sweet. Kinda similar to DDP in a way. I like the weight belt and the bandana, bow, and shades combo. The gloves are nice, the boots rule. Hollywood kinda put that shit on, it's just a shame that he couldn't be a half decent person in the last decade of his life. But the Duchess of Dudleyville is here. This shirt goes super hard, I need it. I love the skirt and the boots here. Stacy might be one of the best dressed women in this game. Just missing the top 10 is the last appearance of the Nature Boy. The blue fit fucking rules. It's from the 02 Royal Rumble and it just looks awesome here. All the floral flourishes are great. I like the vertical design aspects of the late 90s robes in general, and this color is super clean. The in-ring gear is a two-tone number matching the robe for the most part, and it's a really nice look for him. It's good to move away from the red and gold fits once in a while. The green lettering WWF era singlet is extremely memorable for Rob Van Dam. I had this as a Jax figure growing up, and he wore these a lot. They look clean as all hell. The green really pops, and the claws on the back are very cool too. Honestly, RVD had an extremely deep bag for his gear. The alts for Shut Your Mouth just keep getting better though. The green hair here totally rules. I love the aqua colored bandana and the awesome purple distressed sleeves that are actually different from the generic base sleeves. The trip jeans and wife beater are the same here, but I can't complain. This is a cool alt. Jeff was such a pioneer of e-boy aesthetics. He is a walking monument of the Y2K motifs of this era's fashion. This is one of my favorite eras of Edge though. He's got the use my body to keep you alive theme, the leather duster, and the glasses. He's the best. This duster is awesome. I love the pink and white tights, the cross looks sick, and the new boots decal is great. The necklace is pretty nice as well. I just love the default for Edge here. But this is my favorite Dudley Boys tee for sure. I wish it wasn't so expensive on eBay. I love the camo pants to match Bubba's third alt too. I'm glad that they still gave us some kind of Dudley Boys representation in this game. But this is one of Lita's most iconic gaming looks. I love the red lining of this mesh top. The green trip jeans rule too. This is just goated. Lita definitely had an impact on my personal wardrobe that I never realized growing up. The big gold one is here, and dear God is he dripped out. The big robe is majestic as hell. The classic bodysuit and face paint combo is so distinct and memorable, and I love the lettering on the back here. Goldust has the presentation aspect down to a T. Just missing the big three is Latino Heat, and the Backlash 01 tights are on point here. We've retained the wrist tape after the Just Bring It debacle, and the boots here look wonderful. The red base with those gold and black decals is awesome, and the back lettering is just timeless. Eddie was just levels above everyone. The big three Shut Your Mouth attires are finally here, and the bronze medal goes to old Booger Red. This is my biker Undertaker of choice. Big Evil was the best. He was fucking awesome. He actually worked hard in the ring and just brutalized everyone. Not to mention he had the awesome instrumental theme for this game. This Red Devil decal tee is iconic. The back lettering is pretty nice too. We're still rocking the black bandana and the little vest. There seems to be no pants decals to speak of, but this is totally fine as it is. The runner-up for the best Shut Your Mouth attire has to go to Jeff Hardy. This is based on the 10-901 Raw, and man, I could have just stopped at this is based, because I love this attire. I remember when I first started covering attires in games, people were shitting on this attire, but I love it. The blue pigtails rule, the neon shirt is great. Granted, no NYPD armband is a little weird, especially in the wake of 9/11, but I guess they didn't want to evoke that imagery. Regardless, this is an awesome fit for me. Who else could have taken number one but Rob Van Dam? Their graffiti tights are pretty legendary at this point. This super vibrant and verbose singlet was in Shut Your Mouth as well as WrestleMania 19. There's so many little details to peep here, like this is insanely intricate. The yin yangs are done really well juxtaposed on that insane background. I don't even know how to describe what I'm looking at, I just know that it's sweet as hell. The Ultra HD resolution just makes this gorgeous art look even better. I appreciate your time and attention. This was a wild ride. Let me know your faves. I'm sorry for being so tongue-tied. Hype the video if you want, and take it easy, y'all.